Hello, and welcome to the Student Finance module. The Office of Student Finance is here to help you determine how to fund your education. Some of the items that we will be reviewing today are payment plans, including all types of payment plans and the NLU promissory note, types of financial aid, including student loans, scholarships, what to do if you are selected for verification or have any other missing documentation, and the financial aid notification letter. We will also be going over our satisfactory academic progress policy and how that could impact your eligibility for financial aid. First, we're going to talk about financial aid. The financial aid process here at NLU is first, you're going to complete the 2021-2022 FAFSA. If you plan on using financial aid to fund your education, this step is a must, and you also must add the school code of 001733, and that ensures that NLU gets sent the information that you listed on your FAFSA. Next, if you are selected for verification or you have any other missing documentation, we will notify you through your student email that you have been selected and must submit all required documentation to determine federal financial aid eligibility. All emails will come to your, or will be sent to your student email address, so it's very important that you check that as much as possible. Last, after all documentation has been received and everything has been approved, a finalized financial aid notification letter will be sent to you outlining all your financial aid eligibility and any next steps. So like I said, after you have been fully admitted and have completed any missing documentation, you will receive that notification letter that's going to outline things such as your tuition and fees for the year, grants you are eligible for, including the Pell Grant, the MAP Grant, and the SEOG Grant, student loans you may want to borrow to cover any out-of-pocket expense not covered by grants, and any next steps needed to finalize your financial aid package. As a reminder, again, all financial aid information is sent to your student email address. Now we'll review scholarships. Here are some of the types of scholarships that you may be eligible for and be able to use to fund your education. So scholarships are funds that do not need to be repaid, and they come in the form of institutional scholarships. We partner with Dream.us, and then there's outside scholarships that you may have eligibility for depending on certain requirements. Institutional scholarships, you can actually apply for those on our website. So we have a variety of donor-funded scholarships based on things like program, GPA, et cetera. And a full list can be found on the NLU scholarship page, which I've listed here. And you can also go to the NLU homepage and search scholarships. We do partner with Dream.us, so you must have a high school GPA of 2.5 or higher, no earned college credit, and be accepted and enrolled full-time for the next academic year. Last, we have outside scholarship opportunities, so students can search for a variety of scholarships using the scholarship search engines I've listed below. All of these 4 websites compile lots of scholarships from lots of different places, and it's kind of a one-stop shop to search versus going to website after website after website. There are scholarships for so many things, not just academic related and not just program related, but also maybe you played a specific sport, maybe you have volunteer experience. There's also scholarships for being left-handed, tall, etc. So there's something out there for everyone. Let's discuss payment plans and billing next. So NLU offers a variety of payment plans in order to make college more affordable. So the first is our term-by-term plan, which just simply means that you'll be paying your tuition and fees out of pocket each term at the beginning of the term in full. Next is deferred tuition, of which there's a $25 setup fee. And what that is it takes your current tuition for the term, divides it up by 3 so that you can make equal payments towards your balance with the goal of having the balance paid off by the end of the term. Next is direct bill. If you work for an employer that perhaps wants to pay for some or all of your tuition and fees per term, and they want to work with us directly, we will invoice them and they pay us directly, and the student does not need to be involved. If, however, you work for an employer that perhaps wants to see a grade or that you even finish the class at the end of the term, tuition reimbursement will be for you. That is where the employer pays you and then you, the student, turn around and pay us. We defer your tuition 30 days after the term because we understand that you need to potentially get a grade to your employer or a transcript, etc. There is also a $25 setup fee for this plan. We just discussed financial aid and military benefits. If you are an active duty service member, a veteran, or a family member, we work with all branches of the military and all types of benefits. So we can work with you directly to make sure that your benefits are certified, and to see what you are eligible for. The promissory note will let us know how you're funding your education, as well as your rights and responsibilities as a student. Please visit the student account section under tuition and fees on the NLU website for more information about payment plans and to sign the promissory note. The promissory note essentially just lets us work your account effectively. So if you're not going to be using financial aid and maybe you're using military benefits, we won't keep calling you to turn in a FAFSA. Vice versa, if we know that you're using financial aid and you are using the FAFSA, then we won't keep calling you for a payment because maybe it looks like you're paying out of pocket. The website is listed below and can also be found if you search payment plan options on the homepage. As far as bills, National Lewis partners with Nelnet Business Solutions to provide billing statements each month. Items listed on the bill will include your current tuition, current fees, any past due balance, anticipated financial aid, scholarships and discounts, and any anticipated refund. Bills are sent to all students on the 15th of every month, even if the balance has been paid or will be paid by a third party. Bills are also a point-in-time reflection of your account, and they are not updated in real time. You can actually view your account balance in real time via the student portal. So if you receive a bill and you're waiting for a financial aid to post, or maybe you made a payment after the bill was generated, you won't see that update on your next bill until you receive the bill. You can always go to your account, however, and see your balance in real time. So if we generate a bill on the 15th and you make a payment on the 16th, you will not be able to see that payment on your bill until the next bill is generated. But like I mentioned, you can always go to the student portal and see your account balance in real time. An email will be sent to your student email when the bill is ready to view. The email will be sent from Nelnet and will advise you that your bill is available and what your current balance is. So in this example, you can see that the student has an amount due listed as well as that due date. If you have a zero balance, your balance will just reflect zero, but you will still continuously get this email because we send bills to all students regardless of balance. Here's what the bill looks like when you receive it. So here you can see that the student does not have a past due balance. They have tuition and fees listed for the fall 2020 term. They have received a Pell Grant in the amount of $2,115 for the term. And then we also have pending financial aid or anticipated aid listed there as well. That anticipated aid goes against the balance. So we know that after that financial aid post that the balance will actually be zero. And as you can see at the top left, the credit balance is $60. And that just reflects what the student is anticipated to get for a refund because their financial aid between what has posted and what is waiting to post will cover tuition and fees in whole. Students will be able to view and pay their bill, set up a payment plan or direct deposit, and see their balance in real time by accessing their Nelnet account through their student portal. When you log into the student portal and you go to the My Services section, you will see the financial aid section and you will see an option to go to the payment portal. Here you can see there is payment activity here. To the left and to the right, you'll see refunds, including what would be an anticipated refund, as well as managed refunds, which is where you would set up direct deposit. You will also be able to see if you are in a payment plan, any pending payments that are scheduled, or set up a payment plan if in fact you decide you need one after the term has started. All right, let's review satisfactory academic progress. So what is satisfactory academic progress, or SAP as we call it? The Office of Financial Aid is required by federal and state regulations to determine if students receiving financial aid are making satisfactory academic progress each term. To meet the SAP requirements, you must meet all three of the components. First one is going to be PACE. PACE is the rate at which a student is progressing towards program completion. Students must receive passing grades listed here in at least 67% of all credits attempted. Anytime you withdraw from a class, that is what impacts your PACE. So if you do plan on withdrawing, make sure that you understand that your PACE may be impacted and down the road, you may not be able to meet that 67%. GPA is the second component. Students must maintain a minimum cumulative GPA of 2.0 in an undergraduate program and 3.0 in a graduate program. The third is going to be maximum time frame. A student is ineligible to receive financial aid after they have attempted 150% of the credit hours required to complete the degree program. For example, an undergraduate student enrolled in an $180 hour degree program is allowed 270 hours to complete the program. What can you do if you're worried about not meeting SAP? First thing is you're going to talk to your coach or your academic advisor and let them know that you are concerned about your grades and see what options may be available to help you raise the grade, maybe tutoring, study tables, etc. You're also going to talk to your student finance representative to discuss options you have if you do become ineligible for financial aid, such as a payment plan. You also have the ability to appeal your status. Students on SAP suspension may appeal their status by submitting a written statement and supporting documentation of any mitigating circumstances that may have impacted their academic performance in a certain term. For example, maybe you had to drop your classes because you got sick or a family member got sick. There was a death in your family. Maybe somebody lost their job and you need to get a second job because you had to make up that income in the household. So you are allowed to appeal once in your academic time here at NLU, so once in your lifetime here at NLU. And we need to collect a documented situation that you work with your academic advisor in order to determine if you think that is a mitigating circumstance. That concludes the presentation for today. Here's our contact information. We are always happy to see you on campus in the Chicago or the Wheeling locations. Here is our phone number, which is 847-947-5350. Anyone who answers the phone will be able to help you. And our email address, which is studentfinance@nl.edu. And again, feel free to shoot us an email and we'll get back to you typically within 48 hours. Thank you all so much for joining today and have a great day.